Okay, I'm trying to do this live feed once again for the umpteenth time. Every single time I go on here, Facebook knocks my live feed out now. Now they don't put the little squares on there to damage my video signal. They just knock it out, and then an icon appears as if I don't have internet signal. But I do have really good internet signal. But anyway, and I moved to another location, so let's see if I can do this here. Alright, this is episode 82 of the Ruben Obed Show, and I'm talking about here about a conspiracy theory regarding a children's cartoon that I used to watch as a kid, and most likely many of you as well. I'm going to write the name of it here, and I'm going to show you guys. Very interesting. Right? It's going to look backwards. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I might pick up the phone. Alright. I'm picking up the phone. I hope this doesn't drop. Do you guys remember these cartoons? The Berenstain Bears? I forgot to write bears. Alright. You guys remember that? Alright. I remember it. I remember it. I used to watch these cartoons all the time, the Berenstain Bears. But the curious thing is that they're actually, do you remember it being spelled that way? I sure as hell do, but they're actually spelled with an A. Alright? Now, all over in, alright, it's back, I'm back. Alright, all over the internet, it is spelled, but I clearly remember many people, and that's why, and it's all over the internet. This is a conspiracy theory because the Berenstain Bears were spelled with an E, not an A. And I remember this as a kid, and I know many of you remember the Berenstain Bears spelled with an E, Berenstain, E-I-N, not A-I-N. So, there's a conspiracy theory regarding this. Now, apparently, from what is said online, these are clues as to when time travel happens in the future and whatever, and certain things change. There's like a disruption of things. Certain things change, and in our minds, we kind of notice that change, but it's like we're vague, or like we're not sure. But I am 1000% sure that the Berenstain Bears were spelled Berenstain with an E. Berenstain, This was not the spelling that I remember about those cartoons. And that's basically the conspiracy theory regarding that. So, if any of you as a kid watched the cartoons, the Berenstain Bears, do you remember the spelling of that? Because I remember it. In fact, I remember it like this. Berenstain. I'm sorry that this is backwards, but I'm kind of... In fact, let me try if I can flip the camera here. Let me try to flip the camera without moving this too much. Alright. But I remember this. You see? Berenstain. So, let me just flip this thing. So, yeah. Let me know what you think. Write your comments down on the comments, and let me know if you remember the Berenstain Bears, if you watched them as a kid, and if you remember the spelling of Berenstain. Alright, so that was basically it. And this is just one of the things that is being discussed online, these conspiracy theories, about certain things that, you remember them a certain way, and then, there's another one. And it's actually very familiar. You can look it up on YouTube. It's called the Mandela Effect. And in the Mandela Effect, society, like thousands upon thousands of people remember Nelson Mandela actually dying. They remember the death of Nelson Mandela when Mandela was in prison. So that is another case of something similar. So anyway, guys, these are two little things. You might want to look it up on YouTube and check it out. But if you recall, or if you watched the Berenstain Bears as a kid, write down the spelling that you remember as a child. And let's see, how many people remember the Berenstain Bears spelled with an E rather than an A. Ruben Obed, this was episode 82 of the Ruben Obed Show. I finally got through the show without this messing up on me. Thanks, Mark Zuckerberg, for not messing up my live feed like you normally do. Peace.